Good evening, this is No Just a Human and welcome to Hexarchy. This here is a little bit like Civilization but played in only half an hour. And you know what, that very much works for me because every time I get myself back into Civilization, particularly 5 in my case, yeah, I end up spending weeks and weeks of my life on the game. So you know what, a half an hour to an hour little blast through, oh that sounds absolutely marvellous. Now the slight little play around we have with this is that we are kind of a deck builder. And that does make it kind of intriguing. So we're just going to play a basic skirmish here, kind of all the standard options on this. And we're going to be picking, of course, Rome. There are a few different civilizations. They have a few little unique things, a unique card, normally a unique military unit and some kind of building and something as well. So we get extra build per turn with city and we get extra production yields on hexes with a road. So basically we want to be building our road and our infrastructure. So if we get ourselves started then we will see what really looks like the early game of Civ. Now this is very much been inspired by Civ. That was not a sort of a light connection. It's very much intended to be a game. That is Civilization but quick. This has actually been put together in part, or at least certainly influenced by the Yogscast guys who play quite a lot of Civilization, particularly Civilization 5. So yes, you'll actually see, if you look at the title cover, which is probably in the thumbnail, the guys there look like Lewis and Duncan from the Yogscast. Anyway, like normal, we need to get ourselves capital city. I really don't know what makes a good capital on this, other than there's a recommended sign. So the question is really, do I want to shove it close to where I think other people might be or further away? I just don't know. We don't necessarily have too much sea resources here. I'm going to say this is fine. We'll plonk down Rome there and immediately we have ourselves a few cards. Now the way this kind of works is that we essentially have a little bit of production each turn, kind of action points I suppose. We'll give ourselves a scout that gives us much better view. Oh, very nice indeed. And yeah, I have 3 more production left this turn, so I can choose myself a technology. Now we can just kind of burn these cards and kick ourselves out of technology forever, but it's obviously not the deepest tree because it's supposed to be half an hour in terms of Civ, so yeah, not a massive tree at all. Obviously it makes sense in this kind of a game to look around and see, well, what kind of land do I have? Animal husbandry makes more sense. I do indeed have some cows nearby. I can't actually play that this turn, which is unfortunate, but at least it's in my deck now, so we'll just end our turn and we'll wait for that to come back around. There is Persepolis over there. Now I'm guessing that was their first turn as opposed to them putting down a second city. It's like terrifying if so. Now settler, we'll use up one of our pop, so I don't know if it's a good idea, to be honest with you. We could get some fishing because yes, there are of course some water tiles over here, but I'm not sure what necessarily is the best thing. So we'll get woodworking as well, and I'm going to get an archer. Now your range units also get you use up your population, so you do need to be careful with that kind of thing. So right now I'm really not very pleased with what I've got, so you know what, we can spend a bit of our gold over here to draw an extra card if we want. Not sure that's going to help me at all. Probably just wasted the gold on that there occasion because can't really do too much. We can just end our turn. It doesn't really make sense though if you haven't used up all of your things. Now I'm going to say, we know these guys are over here. Let's just go as far as we can and open up this map a little bit. Okay, so this is very close. Well, this is probably going to end. I mean, everything's close on this game, but yeah, and there's also Edo down here. So we probably do want a city in this middle spot if we can grab it. Probably for the best, but I don't know that I've done particularly sensible moves so far. Everything's a bit expensive on this turn, so I'm going to enter it. I do gain gold for not using the production, so that's something, but not necessarily going to be ideal. Really, the hammers are kind of everything. Okay, we do have firewood. Firewood we can just burn. So we'll probably do that. I'm going to get the warrior though. First and foremost, I need to get a warrior because this is the kind of game where you can't just leave a city unguarded. It can't just defend itself for a turn or two. No, it's going to completely melt if we do that. So, agriculture. Let's grab ourselves a farm. We actually don't have anywhere to do that yet. Oh dear, I'm not doing a great job, it turns out. So as you might well imagine, we do have culture growth per turn in that sense. If you played Civilization then this will make a lot of sense to you. Now, I do have scouts here. You basically just are at war. My scout's about to get himself very, very stuck in this corner, so I'm going to say it's best for him just to get out of there. I think it's supposed to be a goodie hut, but I don't quite actually understand how they work properly. So we should get ourselves over to these here things. So I'm going to tell my lad to get out, but we shouldn't be going too far with our warrior, because we need him to defend our cities as much as possible. Can only actually move on the next turn. That makes sense. The settler, I actually don't have enough points for that right now. I probably just want one more turn and then we'll get going with that. So let's say we get a lumber mill down and we'll just plonk it down there. That's some timber. Timber does give us firewood for an extra hammer. That still isn't actually going to help us. So we'll end our turn and we'll get things shuffling along. I'll be honest, I'm not very impressed in my start here. I've made some stupid decisions while I've been busy talking. Egypt has built the hanging gardens. Okay, this is tight, really tight, and I really need a settler right now, and if I don't get up, they have a settler right here. Okay, so we've been immediately pinned in a corner here, which was what I didn't want. This is why I was thinking about this spot when they offered the city spots at the start, because at least I could kind of, you know, build myself another city in that corner. Fine, we're going to have to go and take cities, I would suggest. So, who do you want to kill? Can you kill him? I think you should just kill him. Just get... Oh, we could have scout as well. But we did kill their settler, so that is very good news as well. And I'm going to kill this settler because I really can't be having these people near me. That's made my people happy that we're, you know, killing innocent settlers. That's just marvellous. We could give him a strength upgrade. We'll put some infrastructure in Rome, and I'm just going to put strength onto this warrior here. That'd be lovely. Should have done the pasture, but I kind of missed that. It's fine. I think that was what the infrastructure card gave us, actually, but it's fine. I'd rather, I think, right now, just make sure militarily I'm okay. I've got an archer in the town. That will have to do because they've actually sent the warrior straight to us, because this gets serious very fast indeed. Warrior. Again, I'm just going to have to leave us on... Yeah. We're just going to need to, like... I think deal with some of these early issues, to be honest. Flank attack! And yes, that kind of thing does make a difference. Good. So now that we've got our pasture land back, we should be okay with the food. I think he was squatting on it was the main issue. So what do we want now? We could use mobilise, but I'm going to say construction and granary. Now we can actually save a card for next turn, so I might do that with a granary. And just one unit still needs orders. Who's that? This lad here. Is there any space down here to grow into? I don't know that there isn't. Edo's growing really fast in terms of its space. We need a second city ASAP, and I'm not getting the settler anymore when I had it before. In fact, I'm not going to when I only have one. Japan has built the pyramids. I haven't done anything. We're just kind of penned in here. Everyone's kind of seen us as the neighbour that they need to go and kill, which is a little bit rude. It's just the way it is. So, if we can't kill this guy, we're going to have to go and take the town immediately. They haven't sent people to defend it, so that might be what we have to do, actually. So, maybe we'll be taking it off other people. Put a granary in the town. Could get an archer, but I've already used up the thing. Oh, then we have firewood. Burn the firewood. And then... archer. I think we just need to spend... I think we just need to let them build and we're going to take off them, okay? We're just going to go full Rome and smash everything. Get this scout to just keep on shuffling. Okay, and yeah, if you can't see somewhere, you can't actually tell them to scout there. He has one move per turn. It isn't about how many steps he can take. Alright, this is a lot of the map, really. So, yeah, interesting end turn. Which unit needs the instruction? Oh, this lad over here. Okay. I would say, for the time being, you probably should just kind of hold off this direction, because we've got an archer in there anyway. So, end your turn. One hammer remaining. Don't worry about that. They're going to build this town, and we're going to take it. He's claimed that, which you can use a warrior just to claim land. And, okay, they're now guarding that. Well, there's all sorts of nonsense going on. Okay. This is where I don't understand things enough, but we can claim territory, which is what I'm just going to start doing with these guys. Do we have a settler? We do. Cocking last, we do. You attack this lad. And that's them gone. And can we shoot down the settler? I don't know. Oh, yes, we've already done that. Can you get to him? No, I think there's a hill in the way. I'm assuming civ logic stands true. There is horseback riding over here. There's also another lumber mill, which we can plonk down there. That will give us timber, which I guess will burn. Horseback riding. Now, we could spend science on that. But we... Alright, well, I think we're just ending our turn, are we? We can still move our lad around just a little bit. I wouldn't mind getting a bit of a view of what's going on in the distance. You can just fortify in the city. And yeah, we've got 3 left, but I'm just going to let them pass and we're going to build up that gold. We can use the gold to trade for things. Great lighthouse there. We are a backwards military nonsense people. We're losing gold per turn, but it's fine because I said it's fine. That's why it's fine, all right? Now, we do currently have the situation where we might just be able to get this settler out. Okay, good. You, where can we get my lads? I think we might have to just build... Where do we want the city? It says recommend here. It's a bit close. I wouldn't mind it being... So there's iron there. I'm going to say we put it on this spot. I got a free settler for that. Amazing. Can the other one settle right now? No, he cannot. Fine. We got ourselves another settler. I don't know how much we'll be able to use them. Shoot this guy while we can, please. Okay, hopefully my warrior will be fine. You can't quite get him, but if he wants to settle that, we will attack him. Okay, that's basically the plan. Do I risk? The question is, do I risk sending this guy out? I don't know. We got 5 right now. What options do we have? We have... oh, we could strength. I'm going to say strength onto this warrior, please. And 4 left... Build a farm. We just need to... Yes, we need to get as much built up in terms of our population here, because every unit is a pop. So a growing society, choose a card, cultivate. Okay, and we are actually out of things for that, but we can add to the farm if we want. Now, I could just dump something. If I want to say no more scouts, I could just burn this card forever. So, no more scouts, but I don't know that we'll be needing them. I don't know if they're particularly useful, but then they don't get to be useful now because we burnt them from our deck. And ultimately, we actually do want to be burning cards from our deck. So it's not a terrible plan. We kind of want the cards we want. You do want to be deleting things and making a smaller deck. They're still claiming, which is mildly annoying because we've had to build a city right here, but it is what it is, unfortunately. We're just going to claim what we can. Where is he moving? Oh, he's moved exactly where I was about to put my city. The utter tit. Fine. Alright, Rome is grown up to 3. That is good to see. I'm not sure I care about any of that right now. All I care about is that you take care of him. He's gone. You move there. And that means, Mr. Settler... oh, you can't. Why can't you? Is there a city too close? Invalid terrain. Oh... Can't build there, you see. I don't know what I'm doing. And that is a problem, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So, you move there. It's not really ideal either. You just go and take Thebes immediately because you might as well. We can claim that for ourselves next turn. And this archer, you go and stand with him. But we do have a slight issue now of these guys just floating around by themselves. So, you're standing on that territory. Well, this is really messy. Ultimately, by the way, our plan is to get up to 100 points, or I guess when time ends. Is it 50 turns or so? Or turn 20 is reached. Okay, this is a really short one. I thought it could be longer than that. Fine, we're going to need to step things up potentially here. How are we going to make sure we can do this? Right, I would say just make my farms and get my population up really, really a lot, actually. So let's just do that. Yeah, don't worry about units and their movement. We will see how it goes, but we're currently here in one city after all this time, which is ridiculous. It's just the way that it goes. Also, this is going to be incorrect terrain as well, isn't it? I'm guessing this is just general. We can't settle on these. But I'm new, and I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Everyone's just queuing up to settle, and I don't know how... fine, 58% on you. Can we settle here? We can't settle there either. That's just brilliant, isn't it? Fine, we will indeed settle there eventually. I don't know why the exclamation mark is still there. Some kind of holy... Oh, it's just a holy site. Good. Now, I'm going to say we claim this territory. Weird, but that's how that's worked, apparently. And, ooh, the thing is, I need this settler to come here. I need this warrior to go and attack him. Warrior, get rid of that lad. Thank you very much. So we're still trying to guard all of this. We could suddenly have 4 cities, which would be ridiculous, but that's just how this is going. Fort. Units on this hex take 50 damage when defending or attacking, and also exert zone of control. Okay. So I'm going to say, let's try and get a block position right there. Okay, we got a little fort thing. I don't know if that's sensible anyway, but I'm just playing around and seeing what it is. We have no more lumber spots, which is unfortunate. We have 5 horseback riding. I'm just going to take it. And, oh, we can get legionnaires now. Okay, good. Save that for the next turn. Right. 1 unit still hasn't done anything. That's this scout who... I think the scout can do some things. Yeah, you can get some resources. I don't really know how it works, but it's probably good. So we'll just assume it's good. Right. That settler could just plonk down a city if we're unfortunate. I don't know if we can do it in this spot because it's already theirs. I imagine they can. It'd be quite annoying, but we'll just take it if he does. It might actually be better there, actually. So... now he's run off. And now I want to put it over there. This town is quite unhappy, Rome. And it's possibly because I'm not paying any attention to a lot of the economics that I'm supposed to do. Which are things like trading for like resources. So I'm going to say, yes, we have money. Let's get in some luxuries and make everyone a bit happy. Yes, because they're all really, really unhappy. I don't think there's any God Save the King Day kind of thing where you want specific resources on this. I don't think it goes that deep. But the settler can now settle. We've built a city. It's the worst city in the world. But we built it, damn it. Look at this. We've built things. Ah, so beautiful. Okay, we now need people to guard each of said cities. And Rome can have itself a legionnaire. He will gain himself a thing. Archer over there. That means that you can hold as well. Now, I'm going to say you move over here. And what do you want to do at this point? I don't even know. Do we want mining? Probably do, but I don't know that I necessarily have a lot left. There's still this guy. Oh, go and kill him, Mr. Settler. Yeah, well done, Scout. We have no more scouts, but we destroyed... There's some victory points, some culture. The culture of smashing up our enemies brutally. Okay, what does it say here? 32. That's a breakdown of how our points are reached, by the way. According to this, we are bottom. I don't know if that's in order. I imagine it is because I suspect we're doing really badly here. But it's fine. We'll end our turn and see how it goes. Put money back into that. Right, this has been a bit awkward. It's true. But I think we can start to do something. Now, Edo down here is fairly well guarded in its own silly way. So I think we should go for Memphis potentially. Okay, they're coming for us anyway. The problem is I'm right in the middle of everyone here. We're really just... Look how well guarded Athens is down in that part of the world. Oh, it's quite silly. Alright, what else can we do? I would say get a shot on this guy with the archer. You get a shot in with the archer. And to be honest, a part of me just thinks I should probably fortify that guy over there. We also have an archer here. He's not in range, he just needs to hold ground. What it does mean is I want to get him this legionnaire out of Rome, which means I definitely need to get an archer back into Rome. Okay, double time, 100% movement. Oh, that's a nice promotion. Is that a horse? Is it for horse? You just need one horse for it. Okay, basically the horse is going to run around. Farm, just build a farm. We've still got 5 left here. Make that 6. At this stage, I could start getting some of these abilities like crazy. There's already a fort there, Thomas. Don't worry about the fort this time. Oh, we've got quite a lot left though, haven't we? Yeah, okay, I'm going to draw a card. Architecture, let's just do it. I've got the points. We can use architecture. Oh, okay, Great Wall. Increase the movement cost of enemy units went into in my territory. 2 extra citizens work in Hex and Great Wall and Colosseum. Let's do the Colosseum because I am Rome and I should cocking have it. Damn it, let's just actually check how it worked again. So, citizens work in the city Hex. Increase the likelihood we love you effects. So, I kind of just plonk it down there. Yeah, we'll put it in Rome, and that should be for the best. I'm gonna say, let's just grab one more. Winery, okay. And let's do that as well. Let's just plonk down some wine. We're Rome. We need wine, obviously. And we also, you know what, yes, go on to fortify, sir. Right, good. We're not doing well. We've snuck up into the next position, though. We've gained something. Isn't that good? I need to figure out what we're going to do here. I think we need to hold on this flank and deal with these guys. We do actually have them standing over on that particular position. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, okay, he's killed the archer. Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay, that hasn't gone well. They're now taking the city back off them. Right, this is all very unfortunate. Can my legion... Can we... Okay, it turns out the archers were not as good at defending the towns as I thought they were. Legion can't do anything about that. Okay, it turns out we've just lost 2 cities immediately. It's going to be one of those kind of games. It's going to be one of those kind of games. Right, you. What do we want? Let's re-secure this section. Unfortunately, we can't actually... Yeah. We can't do anything else with that right now. I'm going to say get a you in here. It's an archer there. And can we get anything else? We don't have enough to play that card. Oh, we're lacking horses, I think. Oh dear. Right, make our farms better, I suppose. We have nothing we can do with infrastructure. I think we're doomed. Right, let's see. Tactics. Give us some tactics, lad. We'll use that next term, and hopefully we'll be slightly more sensible. I'm going to burn fishing. Yeah, I'm going to burn the tech card. Don't worry about that. I'll just burn down the entire tree. Possibly a terrible idea, because now I've burnt it, it's probably worth checking what comes from fishing. What does come from fishing, by the way? I actually don't see it here. Oh, yes. Astronomy. So we can't get astronomy now. We can't get... education. Okay, presumably we can still get to that for other things. It doesn't completely lock you out, but yes, not sure that's necessarily ideal. Probably not. Maneuvers. This is just for this turn, though. And we have got no valid targets for that. Give us another card. There's a legionnaire. Give us another legionnaire in Rome. Excellent. Give us the... Oh, do I want to burn a card? Do I want to burn horses? I'm going to burn the horseman because we're just going to have to play Crazy Ball now. Have I mentioned that I don't know what I'm doing this? I've literally just played the tutorial and we're coming straight in for a go here. It turns out they don't muck around, and I've unfortunately got myself surrounded by 5 different people all trying to take my seat at the same time. They've raised that one. Ah, the scum. They built Himeji Castle as well. They're just building wonders because they're Egypt. So I should be taking them. Yeah, I should focus on them. Okay, well, let's see what we can do from here. Because I think we're in, potentially, quite a lot of trouble. So, first and foremost, you shoot the axe, lad. You brutalise him with a flank attack. With that then, Kimai will be taken back under our control. And, gonna say, get you over here. And, yeah, fortify that guy. Send the archer over. Oh, we've already used him this turn. Yeah, fine. Right, what do we want? Tactics again. So we can give ourselves an upgrade. Let's give a skirmisher upgrade, which basically means we get a missile on our legionnaire there. Lovely, delightful stuff. We only have 2 left. We can get a lumber mill if we had any lumber. We don't have any lumber at all. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just... You know, if we're lacking... we actually do have some positions we could be doing it. So I probably shouldn't burn the card. Should I burn mine? Probably not good either. You know, but it's fine. We'll just add some gold. Our gold is very low at this point, to be fair. We can't actually be giving up the chance of that. 35! Why are their units so strong? Okay, it turns out I'm not going to be able to do any of this that I've just said about. But they're now killing each other in a big 3-way doom battle. This... oh dear. Let's just see what we can do here, okay? So, as this comes through, this has got famine, so they're dying, which is not ideal. Could be better. What can we do to make this work for us? We have 10 hammers. Game will end soon. Yeah, it will, because I'm doing terribly. That's why it will end soon. So, let's get... What promotions do we have this time? So we have 100% movement. Don't have enough to play that card, because it needs a horse. Oh dear, I've not got the cards I wanted this time either. Claim the territory. That's now ours again. Fine. Bring the archer over here. Bring the legionnaire through there. Bring him forward. We just need to do whatever we can to try and make some impact on this game at the end. I'm just going to burn the lumber mill. I'm going to burn the granary. I'm going to burn the double time. We're going to take the archer. Okay, we could keep that for next turn. Yeah, save that for next turn. And we can build a great wall. We don't have enough to play this card. Okay, fine. Now, burn the Great Wall. No Great Wall for us. 11 hammers will turn to gold. We need the gold anyway. It's probably fine. Probably kind of fine. Persia built the statue of Zeus, which would be okay. Chicken pizza. So, this is a great masterclass of how not to play this, apparently. Because it turns out they're not messing around, are they? How have they got such better units than me? Oh dear. I need to learn how to build an economy. Still, it's interesting. I still have time. It said we were nearing the end, but not quite at the end. So maneuvers. For this turn, increase movement by that and zone of control. Okay. Give it to you. That's fine. Charge. Yeah. And do we have anything else we can do? Not really. So, you. Head. No. Do you want to... Okay, we can claim the territory. We can pillage the territory. But I can also move in this direction. Charge. And does that mean I can do any more here? Join in as well. And you can indeed get a shot away. There we are. Shoot into Memphis. I don't know that we're going to do very much like that. But I'm vaguely amused. And I... oh dear. I've not done well. Let's have a farm. You might have a farm. Desperately trying to do anything. Oh no, we're back at the bottom. It's all a disaster. You know what? Bring anyone forward we can at this point, lad. We need you. We need you here. Yeah, 2 hammers left. Not surprising. And I think surely the game ends now. They keep on warning me. They built the Temple of Diana. I don't know what a wonder is. I built a Colosseum, but I was supposed to build roads between my cities. I never had any roads to build them though. That was somewhat the problem, yes. Okay, well, Kimai's mostly starving and miserable, possibly because they've been endlessly murdered. But we still have a chance to do something. Yes, you're telling me the game will end soon, but I'm saying I'm going to shoot these lads down. So I would say flank attack. And, oh yeah, we can totally get in there. Right, that's him gone. But... we can't quite make it in. Oh no. Okay, can you shoot at him? No, you can't shoot at them from there. What can we do just to get this over the line? We have this over here. We have strength. Give that to this chap. And it's so annoying. We're not actually going to quite be able to take Memphis in time. The game will end and then I'll be miserably sad. I'll tell you what we can do. Potentially we could draw a new card. Did I never build the Colosseum? Or was I not allowed to build the Colosseum? I'm not sure which it was. So, I'm going to say just... Wait, is the forge good? It probably is good, but we don't even have to play it. I'm going to say burn the settler. We're not burning the set. Yeah, we're not having any more settlers. We're just going to blow things up as much as possible. And as for the pasture, we will indeed build that. Let's put the forge into the bin, and then we can build the Colosseum potentially in Thebes. You have one too. Yeah, you can get one per city of those. Fine. Any units still sleeping? You can just fortify, sir. It's fine. Alright, well, even if we aren't going to manage to take this in time, I'm delighted we've at least managed to punch these guys on the nose, alright? Ooh, his flank didn't quite finish me off there. They've got a warrior coming into Rome. All the barbarians are at the gate. Persia are here. Oh, please, just give me enough time to finish this off. You, get in here. And I need you to take it. Oh dear. I could have done charge, couldn't I? I didn't mean to claim that. I pressed the wrong button. Alright, it's all gone wrong, but we have you moving forward. We have you moving forward, and next turn I think we'll be able to finish it. Let's just grab whatever we can. Let's have paganism. Yeah, we now have berserk promotion. So we're going to add that onto you as well. Pathfinder promotion, add that onto you. Skirmisher promotion onto you as well. That would be excellent, and I think that's pretty much it. 2 remaining. I'm not too concerned about that. Fine. Will it let me get to the end, or is that going to be it just before I take Memphis? Because I fear someone's about to win, and I fear it isn't me. Come on. Let me claim Memphis. It's all I want. We're getting some victory points here. They're attacking Rome. Can we hold? Oh no, we were so close to do. We could have got Memphis. As it turns out, I'm terrible. Ooh. One more turn. One more turn. One more turn. All right, one more turn. I'm just doing the one thing I want, which is basically claiming Memphis, baby. Now the score looks a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah, up to 64. View the full table. Yeah, 64 brings me to third. That's the correct thing. Okay, I love that. And, okay, fine, we can end it there. That was bit of a shit show, it should be said. But yeah, this means business. As I say, it's my first proper attempt at this. I just did the tutorial and then jumped into it. Thought it might be a little bit simpler than that, but no, all right. Wants to do it properly. Let's then have a second go, this time playing as Persia, who have unit supply, cast down, and city upkeep down. They have an immortal, obviously their classic unit, and the satrap, which is quite an interesting one in terms of claiming territory. So as we head on in this time, let's try and hope for a slightly better position where we're not right in the middle, because I too much of a noob for that. However, I have turned off the fog of war, so that does mean that we have a little bit of an interesting viewpoint of the map at the start here, because we can actually see what the map's like. Now this is better. Look at my beautiful defensive corner. Everyone else can sod off. Fine. So yeah, one thing I really love with Civilization, or indeed Millennia, or all those kind of games like that, I really enjoy that you can just explore the map and indeed find a beautiful place, find your second city, go and explore where is your empire going to be, where are the beautiful choke points like this here. So lovely. You may wonder where we are. We're right here, as it turns out. So it wants us to start here. What I like about this time then is that we should be able to get a second city in over, say, here, but we should be able to be locked in one direction pretty tightly and kind of do a little bit more of an economic build. We also have the satrap here, which is quite nice. We can't use the warrior straight away, annoyingly, but the satrap will allow us to expand the territory just that little bit more. So let's do that. That gives us the horses straight away. And while we can use the timber to burn, we'll just end our turn. It's quite a lot of production wasted there, but it is just what we had. So the advantage of lack of fog of war here is that we can already kind of see where people vaguely are, which I think is quite interesting. Kind of changes the dynamic, of course. You don't really have the time, though, to do all the exploration that I so love to do in Civilization. It's kind of down to other things a little bit more. So kind of a bit down to action in a way. So whilst, yes, you can't have the magic of finding this thing over here, you don't really have the time to do it. So in a way, let's get straight to the strategic planning of where am I going to plonk all my cities. And of course, I'm going to want a settler. I'm going to want to settle somewhere around here just to, well, probably I want to be blocking off this, don't I? So I'll build it or something like around here first, and we'll work our way in that direction. However, I have basically used up all my points already, and I do need some military to defend it. A glorious forward settle over here, followed by the satrap card, just to make sure that we block it up. There we go. We've now got ourselves our blockade, which means we need the warrior straight in there. So we'll have to send him down, but this is looking much better already. And I'm going to say get a pasture out. We have ourselves plenty of random animals. Let's get the horses under control. Well, my towns have been quite unhappy, and you know what? I can use the gold here that I got quite a bit of to trade it around for other resources. So food and luxuries, absolutely lovely. They are a little bit happier now. This is also where the warehouse thing could be helpful too. So we could actually, in theory, sell it as well to gain some gold if I want to. I've had York built here, and unfortunately my guy is kind of lying there dead because I did manage to get reinforcements there before I could take it. We are, though, going to get ourselves a town over in this part of the world. So this lad, I think, will just fortify in the city for the time being. We'll end our turn, but I don't mind this kind of corner. We can do a York later if we need to. England are a little bit aggressive, I would say, over here. They've got themselves a nice corner down there they could defend theoretically. But right now, no. Yes, that archer is... Oh dear, they're countering me a fair amount right now, which I'm not particularly fond of, but I'm hoping that we've built a good enough foundation here with our Hang On Babylon. Our population growth, etc. is looking okay. Maybe, just maybe, we can make this work. So build ourselves a new city. Also, I like the fact that Königsberg has a different O there. Just a different font or something. Anyway, it looks very silly. But that is marvellous, and we're going to get you to hold out as well. Yeah, well, I think we'll be okay with that, but it's not particularly ideal, is it? So I'm going to see if I can do anything else to try and deal with the England problem, because otherwise I'm okay. These guys, the French and the Germans, can deal with each other, hopefully. But yes, if I can try and do a good economic game in the corner here, I'll be feeling much happier about things. Well, thankfully we can at least do some damage to this lad who's been defending York, because I have myself quite a few units now, which is very nice indeed, and I also have myself an immortal. Now this guy might get himself killed as a result of this situation, but at least it's looking better. We actually have ourselves a fairly decent little empire here. So let's just grab another random bit of land, just head into the sea for no particular reason. We're going to try and grab York if we get the chance. We keep on having a moment to, and then they build another unit in there pretty much every time. It's quite frustrating. We will get some tactics in as well, just to make sure we can kind of get as many upgrades onto the key units here, because I would like to make sure that we're not getting behind. They do have a catapult. I need to keep an eye on that. They are on a serious rampage at me now, actually. My immortal, gonna say, just go and take that, thank you very much. Now I think we've got another shot over here as well. It's just the one because he was a damaged unit. Okay, yes, we are having a little bit of trouble in this particular spot. We can pillage, but I'm not sure that's the best plan. We'll just fortify him here, but we're going to need, I think, to be more defensive than I realised in this particular battle. So maybe we need something like horseback riding, and we need some other stuff. Feudalism as technology, perhaps. Maybe that's the way to go. So get that done. There's the knight. There's a magic castle. Your first card drawn is always a military unit that costs 20% of its strength in gold. Ooh, okay. A magic castle. Do we want to go for that next time? We certainly could. There's also the knight as well. So I'm going to go Himeji. I'm going to store that for next. Save it for next turn. I think then you have to see about this. Do I want to burn any of these cards, by the way? Let's just burn paganism. We don't need to worry about that, but I will just improve one of my farms. I'm not sure I'm going to worry about warships either, so we'll just get that out. Construction will be good. It's time for next turn and see if these guys can not kill me, please. Well, first and foremost, we can take down this guy, which is good news. You, my good sir, can you just fortify there and see if you can cause him some problems? We do have an immortal who's just been spawned, so maybe we can do something with him. But we are still kind of losing here. We need at some point to sneak York into our control before the end of this. Also, I've got this catapult, Thomas, that I've stolen. I really should be just shooting Nottingham with it. But yes, they're going to attack me now, so it probably won't work that way. Down he goes, and they'll have their catapult back. Oh, for Pete's sake. Now, we have captured York, or I should say we ran a knight into York. They can't technically capture it, but we have captured a warship as a result, which is interesting. So, yes, we could destroy it. Now, do we want to do that? We'll probably get more points for actually capturing the place, but I'm a little bit concerned about the risk of not actually making it there. So we shall see about that. I'm going to keep this guy on that tile for the moment, but we have the issue now where that catapult is back under control, and we're going to struggle to kind of hold this. So I'm going to put this immortal in here as well. We're just going to really give us as many upgrades as we can, because I think we're doing okay, but yeah, we can't take these when they're controlled by someone else. So we'll just grab that, and we'll grab a couple of tiles. That's worth some points anyway. That puts us into third, but yeah, we need to take this off England in these last few turns. Well, they are going to come in and bombard us once again, and there's a load of units in there, which means they all get hit by it. So the catapult can be pretty darn effective, not just against cities, but against groups of units, which does make sense, but it's interesting, I would say. Okay, so as we enter what is the last couple of turns, we're going to be able to deal with York. I think we might, you know. So, how are we feeling about this, lads? We can send you into here. That is fine. We're not going to pillage, because I think you, sir, can actually do a very good job of going to smash on that. Capturing the catapults. Excellent work. And apparently running into this immediately afterwards. I don't really know why that just happened, but apparently it did. So I'm going to send you, Mr. Immortal, over there to London. And in here we have one swordsman. Do we have anything else? Oh, we can plonk an archer in there. That's great. So I'm going to send this swordsman forward actually instead. That's very nice indeed. And the catapult can just splatter Nottingham. Oh, that is quite silly. Okay, and what about the other one? We've just captured it. So, oh no, we can send it there. We can send it to London. All right, and Great Library 14, by the way. How exactly does the Great Library work? Grants you any technology that has been researched by over a third of the civilizations. Very nice indeed. So we'll just plonk that somewhere up in the north. We just gained 25. You can see everything if you want. Oh dear, that's my deck now. It's very silly. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be a bad thing, but it should be okay. My catapult sadly is being splattered by Nottingham. It's not going to quite magically work. They built a unit and attacked me in the same turn here, which is unfortunate. So yes, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to nab all of this off them. But I think we're going to have another turn here to finally do what I want, which is to take York and have the darn empire as always supposed to have. So, come on. Give me my cards. Give me my turn. Oh, yeah. All right, we've got ourselves a few units as well. You, sir, can you please claim this for us? York is now ours, and that should mean that there's a warship that we can now send out here. Okay. Now, I don't know what the warship can do, but it's here anyway, so that's fun, isn't it? Now, in terms of finishing these guys off, you, my good sir, can you run into them? Apparently you can't. I'm not sure why, but it's not ideal, really. So, yeah, I'm immortal, so I get to survive the attack when otherwise I would have died, because that's just how magic I am. I can, though, get myself another horseman. I think we'll be doing that. And just a spear, please. Get me as many things as I can. Give me a skirmisher promotion, actually, on this one. That could be very fun indeed. The catapult could be irritating, mind you. So, what can you do? I would say, yeah, get yourself over here. At least they have lots of things to deal with. There we go. London can now be taken potentially. Oh, this is just beautiful right at the death. And how are we doing, by the way? That puts us into third, apparently. Still behind. Let's do some big trading, I would say, right now. Grab ourselves all the wheat, all the stuff and things. Keep on growing. I don't know what I want to be trading with them and giving them stuff, but it might just still get me over the line there with this turn, but I will still send these guys out here. I reckon we might just be able to do some more silliness here with England. So bring yourself... Oh, only one order per turn. Okay, fine. I couldn't quite remember at this point. Anyway, let's finish it off. Oh no. It's final score time. I thought we had just one more turn. I think I'm just that tiny bit slow each time. The thing is, if I just take over London, then I definitely win this. Let's just be very, very clear about this. Because I'm literally about to just go and, like, burn down their capital. So, I mean, I could just, waltz on in it, I suppose. Capture that. You go and do that. I could just burn it down. I mean, we could probably cause problems for these guys over here as well. Oh, that's really sad. There's Liverpool down here. We could smash that up as well. Can we attack that? Even though it's one of those, I don't know. There's still other things I can do. I want to make sure we deal with this, damn it. So then, as we claim London, thank you very much. I think we're in a much better position, aren't we? Get ourselves over there with the knight. I think they've been doing a little bit of attacking on us, but we'll go and grab that lad. We'll get ourselves moving here. And I would say in a turn or two, we very much be in the position where, yes, you guys are going to be giving up your darn territories to us. And even at this point, the score, I wasn't updated the score. 95, you see, I was one turn away from getting all the way up to 95. Oh, so sad. Well, I sadly may have got my timing just slightly wrong, but I was right on the verge of something glorious. It is very sad we can't quite get that over the line. However, we will get ourselves into the city here, and I've added a conquistador onto this. Look at that, 107. We now claim Nottingham as well. I was just like 2 turns off the time in here. From here, I'm pretty certain that we can just get our lads into position. I mean, now we've basically got Nottingham as a little buffer. This is kind of like, yeah, another way to block the world off. This is our corner of the world now, damn it. We do need to finish off Liverpool, sure, but, oh, I was so close to glory. And perhaps most ridiculously, I can now add the East India Company to just grab random tiles. And grab even more. I mean, that's not a particularly good use of it. It's but I'm just dumping it anywhere for the sake of it now. I've got great economy, 37 a turn. Okay, it's a bit wonky, but for a second go, you know what? I was very close. Yes, sure, I technically came third, but one turn later I was on 95. And 2 turns later, on 116, I've still got half the turn to go here. Just very silly indeed. I'm going to build libraries. We can have jewelers in London. We can have lumber mills where no one bothered to ever build them. We're going to burn timber. It's going to be lovely. And we're going to give vanguards to our already demonic units, such as our horsemen over there. Oh, it's just lovely. I just... One more turn means so much more when it's only 20. Okay, you know what? I thought this was very, very good, very entertaining. It's a bit trickier than I thought, which is nice. There are several harder settings. It's just the normal setting. You do need to, I think, much like in Civ in general, just know enough that you can make the right moves in the first few turns. Because, yeah, with a 20 turn, I think you can change the length of time, by the way, as well. But with 20 turns, yeah, you need to make every single one of them count. And I think it was just a bit too slow on a few of them. Because, yeah, at turn 22, I was absolutely wrecking this map. But at this point, not quite managing to do it in time. But Hastings will soon be mine. Liverpool will soon be burnt to the ground, probably, because I might as well do that while I have the opportunity here. So go and shoot that. You go and take that. And, yeah, we'll be able to, as far as I'm concerned, take all of this over. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful world. Well, it's mostly going to be burning down. But my world is okay. Okay, we've got economy. We've got plenty of troops to protect ourselves. And if the Prussians want to come on in, we can go and slap them. So go away, Germania, or whoever you are. We have victory, just a few turns late. Well, as mentioned, there are a few options on here. For example, on the skirmish just there are a few different map types. Obviously, we can change up the length of it. If you do want it a little bit longer, it would only be like an hour or so. It's still going to be a quick version of Sim, but there are a few choices for you to mix it up. And I do think this game has a few different interesting little variations, things like daily challenge, of course. There's a weekly campaign, and it's probably quite a good game to play with other people if that's the kind of thing you're looking to do. I really enjoy this. If you enjoy Civ and you want to have a bit of a quick fire game, then this is certainly one you should look at. It takes just a little bit of work just to understand some of the basic strats so that you can make use of every turn, but I would say I've had a lot of fun with this here today, and I'm quite crushed, to be honest. I did so much better the second time and still came third. 1 turn away, damn it, but oh well. I will leave you for now. I'm Thomas, this is To Nose to Human, and this has been the rather marvellous Hexarchy. Thank you, and tally ho. The most plunderful time of the year. No flag, no country. Simultaneous death roboting. That's what you're keen to see. Golden age as we nuke the world. These guys will soon be blown out of the water. Did you see what I did there? I'm not proud of myself.